Hey guys, so I'm going to do the holiday tag today and answer, I think it was 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 10, 10, we're going with that. Um, Questions or like favorites, the favorite tag I guess it would be. So, let's get started. The first one right off is the hardest one and probably the one I'm going to ramble the most about because it is your favorite holiday song. Why did this one have to be the first one? Because I grew up in a household where everyone loved music. And they not only loved music, but they loved many different kinds of music. So, I mean, I can go from John Lennon's War is Over to In the Bleak Midwinter, the classical song, to You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, to Oh Holy Night, to uh, what is it? Sarah McLachlan's what is that song? Winter Song? I think it's just Winter Song. Yeah, that one. To I mean, it goes on forever. Uh, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, like all of that. I love so many different versions. I like the cartoon songs. I like the classic songs. I like the old songs. I like the new songs. I like the rock songs. I like the hippie songs. I like them all of them. But my favorites, it's really hard to pin down. Like my all-time favorite. I really liked Oh Holy Night because it has this beauty to it. Even though I myself am not particularly a Christian, um, I can still see the beauty in religious songs, and I think there is a beauty in that regardless of what religion you are, if you are anything. There's something about that faith and that love and that outpouring of it into a song that is so beautiful regardless of what language you speak or what you're coming from. And Oh Holy Night, it has this swelling to it that is such a beautiful thing to listen to. So that one, In the Bleak Midwinter, I mentioned that one. That one to me is like, it perfectly represents snow and winter time and like the bare limbs and the grays and the whites and the whistling wind and just that time of reflection and the moonlight reflecting off of all the little crystals on the ground. And it just, I love In the Bleak Midwinter. I mean, there's a line in it, what is it? Frosty winds made moan. Um, you close your eyes and you can hear that. So, love that song. War is Over. Love that song. All about like, look at where you're at. Look at what we've done. Look at what we haven't done. Like, celebrate where you are and be mindful. Because being mindful is always a good thing. Um, so yeah, I love that one. I love You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, because growing up, that was my mother's favorite thing. Still is my mother's favorite song, like ever, I think. And that's why I did it for the tag. It was kind of a tribute. It's a the hat. Um, but that no Christmas could go by without seeing that movie and hearing that song like 1,000 times. So definitely up there with that. Uh, so yeah, enough rambling about the first one. The second one is favorite holiday story or book. Okay, so I don't have an exact one for this, but pretty much I'm going to say anything that has to do with Odin and his nine-legged horse Sleipnir. So any of that, pretty much, because I won't say all people, but some people believe that Odin is, or that Santa, Father Christmas, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, blah blah blah, is started with Odin. We'll put it that way. And you know the nine reindeer are the nine-legged horse, Sleipnir. Um, and you know goodies being left in shoes and things. But anyway, beside the point. Um, Anything that has to do with that, I love that viewpoint on it. So I definitely say anything in that mythology. Um, Favorite holiday movie? A Christmas Story, definitely, because you need to remember to drink your Ovaltine. It's very important. And don't lick poles, unless the... I'm not going there. Not going there. But just don't lick poles. Um, let's see. What else? How the Grinch Stole Christmas. I just talked about that. The original one. Jim Carrey's one was good, don't get me wrong. But I grew up with the cartoon and Boris Karloff, and you can't replace Boris. You can't. Um, let's see here. What else? Nightmare Before Christmas. Someone else said this, and I cannot remember your name. I'm sorry. I know if she had fairy in her name. I suck. Yeah, but she said Nightmare Before Christmas, and that not a lot of other people would be picking this because most people think it's more of a Halloween thing, but for her it was both. I totally agree with you. For me, I have to watch it on Halloween and I have to watch it on Christmas. And sometimes I watch it other times, but overall, this time of the year, that movie gets played out for me. Because I love Jack Skellington, and my boyfriend, he reminds me of the mayor. In a good way. In a good way. He can kind of do that voice. Anyway, Jack Skellington! Anyway, so, those would probably be my favorite ones. I'm a sucker for the Heat Miser and the Snow Miser. Hey! But, yeah. A Christmas Story, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Nightmare Before Christmas. They're my tops. Holiday dessert. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know what the hell these are called. So if somebody out there technically knows, like I think they're called wedding cookies, but I'm not sure. Okay, so they're little balls and they're white. And they've got like some nuts in them. I think they're like walnuts or something. I don't know. But they're broken up in them. And they're just little tiny balls of a white, snowy, powdery goodness. And it's not just powder on the outside. Like the whole thing is white powder clumped together. I don't know. They are deliciousness in a snowball in my mouth. But I can only find them around this time of the year. So if anyone knows the technical term or if it is really wedding cookies, let me know because I love those things. Love them. Okay, favorite holiday drink. Hot apple cider. I really like apple cider. Around this time you get the peppermint patty creamers that you can put into your coffee. Freaking coffee with peppermint patty creamer in it. Yes. Had a moment. Okay. Holiday meal. Salty ham. Salty ham. Salty ham, country ham, whatever you want to call it, salty ham. I am from Virginia originally. I live in Ohio now. But in Virginia, it is a thing. Salty ham. And it's so delicious. It's salt cured, like dry ham, and you have to soak it and boil it multiple times before it is even edible because it is so salty. But when you do, it is delicious. It's like salty bacon. Have you ever fried slices of ham in a pan and it gets that caramelization stuff? Take that and bacon and make it a thick, delicious, jerky-like. Blah, amazingness. I'm having a moment. Sorry. By the way, I'm not vegetarian. Have you noticed? Sorry. More power to the vegetarians, but I like meat too. I eat everything, and it confuses people apparently. And I say that because one day I will have like meat on meat, and the next day I will have a tofu and whatever, because I'll eat anything. If it sounds good to me, if my body is like, hey, have some of that, I'm gonna have some. Green bean casserole's delicious. Corn pudding. Oh, corn pudding back home, like my grandma and my mom make. Oh my god, so delicious. Holiday lights. Okay, here's the thing with holiday lights. I tend to take the more, I guess, classic approach. I like the white lights and the white candles in the window with the greenery and the red bows on it, and like the spotlight on the door. And I like the really classic, really pretty looking decorations. So for me, it would be the lights, the bows, and the greenery. Definitely the greenery. I love it when you work branches and sticks and twigs and cedar boughs and oh, love it. Let's see here. Favorite holiday gift. Okay, the favorite holiday gift that I've ever received was a puppy. It was a little black and white Cocker Spaniel, and I woke up to him on my face licking me one morning when I don't even remember how old I was. I was a kid. I don't know. And I named him Santa Claus. Claus, C-L-A-W-S. And he was the most emotional, sensitive puppy ever. And I loved that dog. Um, let's see. Favorite holiday poem. Okay, so I'm pretty much going to say for my favorite holiday poem, any parody of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. There's one about Odin and Thor out there. There's a politically correct one out there that's really funny. There's a bunch of them. There's a bunch. And I love them. I love all of them pretty much. I like when you take a really classic thing and turn it into a funny. Because funnies are great. They make you laugh, right? Everybody loves a funny. And then the last thing is your favorite holiday tradition. My favorite holiday tradition was riding around looking at Christmas lights with my mom and my dad, and like the Christmas music playing in the car, and you know, everybody pointing out stuff, and I really liked that. Second only, or first, and then second being the Christmas parade that would happen in our little town. And the fact that my mom and I always tried to wear the weirdest hats there that we could. And you were bundled up because it was cold, but you had like weird springy Santa hats and blinking things, and it was fun. It was great. Good times. I really miss those. But yeah, so those are my holiday favorites. What are yours? Because, I mean, we don't just mean for all of the hosts to be doing tags. Anyone who's a viewer that wants to join in on any of these tags, feel free. We wholeheartedly encourage it. And I hope you guys are having a good season. Happy holidays. Bye.